Fall protection and working at heights. Why it matters. Falls are one of the biggest causes of serious injuries and fatalities in construction. However, most falls can be prevented. The safest way to work at height is to avoid it altogether. If a task can be done safely from the ground, that should always be the first option. Working at height refers to any task where a fall could cause harm. This includes working on raised surfaces, above ground level, or near openings where a worker could fall. The consequences of a fall can be severe, which is why following proper safety measures is essential. Common fall hazards. Unprotected edges, such as unfinished balconies, rooftops, or open stairwells, pose a serious risk. Without barriers, workers can easily lose balance and fall. Fragile surfaces, such as skylights or old roofing materials, may not support a worker's weight and can collapse unexpectedly. Unstable ladders and scaffolds are another major risk. If a ladder is not properly secured or a scaffold is not correctly erected, workers can fall due to collapse or slipping. Poor housekeeping, including tools, cables, or debris left lying around, can cause trips and falls on elevated surfaces. Weather conditions must also be considered. Wet, icy, or windy conditions make working at height even more dangerous, increasing the risk of losing footing or control of materials and tools. Eliminating and controlling fall hazards. The first and most effective method of fall protection is to eliminate the hazard where possible. If work can be done safely at ground level instead of at height, that is always the best option. However, when working at height is unavoidable, proper fall protection measures must be in place. Risk assessments and method statements, known as RAMs, are key to fall prevention. Every task involving work at height must be properly planned, risk assessed, and controlled. Before starting any work, it is important to ask, do we need to work at height at all? Can we use equipment to do the job from the ground? If working at height is necessary, what controls will keep the workers safe? The best way to prevent falls is to remove the need to work at height. This could mean using extendable tools or assembling structures at ground level before lifting them into place. If work at height cannot be avoided, the next step is to control the risks properly. Key fall protection measures. If the task must be completed above ground level, collective protection should be used first. This includes guardrails, edge protection, and scaffolding with full handrails. These measures protect everyone working in the area. If guardrails or barriers are not possible, workers must wear harnesses and lanyards attached to secure anchor points. Fall arrest systems should be used when working at height for extended periods. Safe access is also essential. Using properly inspected scaffolding, podium steps, or mobile elevated work platforms is safer than ladders. If ladders are the only option, they must be secured, positioned correctly, and inspected before use. Workers should always maintain 3 points of contact on a ladder and avoid overreaching. Proper footwear with good grip helps prevent slips, especially when working on metal or wet surfaces. Keeping work areas tidy and free of debris reduces the chance of tripping while working at height. Training is crucial for anyone working at height. Workers must know how to properly wear and use fall protection equipment, inspect ladders and scaffolds, and recognise unsafe conditions. Emergency procedures. Even with the best precautions, falls can still happen. It is essential that all workers know what to do in case of an emergency. Workers using harnesses should ensure that a fall rescue plan is in place, as suspension in a harness for too long can cause additional injury. If a fall does occur, emergency services should be contacted immediately, and all work should stop until the area is made safe. Knowing the site's emergency rescue plan is vital. Final thoughts. Falls are preventable, and planning is the key to safety. Every job should start with the question, do we really need to work at height? If the answer is yes, then the right controls, equipment and procedures must be in place. No task is worth risking a life.